Good morning and welcome to edition 7 of The Road to Recovery. In today's episode, we'll update the Snowy Monero community on how bushfire recovery is progressing here in our region. We'll catch up with Dee Murdoch, the coordinator of the Blazaid camps at Bredbo and Umaralla, and Dee will tell us about the amazing work the volunteer organisation has been doing to improve the lives of bushfire-affected landholders. We'll also provide some important contact details for Salvation Army chaplains who can help you going through the cleanup process. So thank you for your company and plenty to get through on today's edition of The Road to Recovery. Joining us now is Dee Murdoch, the Blazaid coordinator for the camps at Bredbo and Umaralla. And Dee is on the ground right now in the Countergenny region, working hard alongside the Blazaid volunteers to repair bushfire damaged fences. And Dee, thank you for your time today. Could you please give us a little bit of an oversight on how the Bredbo and Umaralla camps have been going since they started work earlier this year?
We started off in Bredbo at the end of February this year and moved up here on Anzac Day. So just to simply be closer to our Umaralla, Countergenny, Durangle, Peakview property owners, and we'd pretty much completed most of the work in the Bredbo area.
Dee, could you share with us the volume of work that the Blazaid volunteers have been able to get through in the wider Bredbo and Umaralla areas?
Yeah, I think close of business Sunday, we've completed, I think about 60 kilometres pulled out of fencing and about 26 kilometres put in. We've probably got about another 10 of each before the camp closes at the end of next week. So yeah, it's a fair whack.
The Snowy Monero has been fortunate to have the hard work of Blazaid here for a number of months now, and Blazaid also carries out its work right throughout the country, helping bushfire-affected landholders and flood-affected landholders repair fences. But Dee, as our local landholders have found out, the work of Blazaid is much more than just rebuilding fences.
Blazaid motto is helping communities recover after natural disaster, and I think every property owner that we deal with has got a backstory. There might have been a death in the family, they might have been, not only are they getting over fire, they're getting over drought, and so many of them, when you meet them first up, albeit over the telephone at the moment with COVID, they just say, we're still in a fog, we don't know where we're going. And then a few phone calls later, and then we get a team out there to pull out a fence, and they come back and they say, I can see where I'm going, I can see how to get this disaster sorted. And you see the spark come back in their eye, you see the smile on their face, you see their, just their ability to get up and go again. That's the most rewarding part of it by miles.
Dee, a very important part of Blazaid's work has been establishing those community connections, and just how welcomed have you been by the communities you've been helping?
Particularly we're staying down at the Warreen farm stay. They've been very generous as far as allowing Blazaid to stay there. And just prior to COVID, we'd get fruitcakes bought in, Grandma's favourite casserole and things, but the community now, they know the loan vehicle from High Country Automotives, they know the people, our volunteers in their bright orange shirts and vests, they wave and they bip the horns as they go along, and the volunteers we've got, whether they're our international rock stars, the lovely young ones we've got, or the grey-haired members of the team, really feel part of the community. And a lot of people, one of the guys wants to stay here, another wants to stay in the snowfield working. But yeah, this area has made a big place in most of our hearts, and the community have been absolutely amazing. It's been fantastic moving up here. We've really enjoyed it, And
Dee, just finally, why would you encourage people to join the fantastic organisation that is Blazaid?
The camaraderie, the amount you get back from it, it just gives you 1,000 times more than you ever give in. You don't need to know how to fence, you don't need to have any skills. As long as you like being outdoors and just helping mates, you will be rewarded so many times over. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a wonderful organisation.
Well, Dee, thank you very much for your hard work and for your time on the road to recovery this morning. The Snowy Monero Bushfire Recovery Team is encouraging landholders going through the cleanup process to reach out if they are in need of mental health or wellbeing support. The cleanup process can affect people in different ways. Some are happy to see the cleanup has commenced, while for others it may bring about a sense of loss. If you're feeling overwhelmed and would like some support during the cleanup process, then help is available. The Salvation Army has chaplains right here in our region ready to help and assist you. Michael and Elizabeth Johnson have been doing a fantastic job here in the Snowy Monero supporting landholders, and if you would like to get in touch with them for assistance, you can do so by contacting 0400 655 918. That number again is 0400 655 918, and that'll put you in contact with Michael and Elizabeth Johnson, who are Salvation Army chaplains. You can also get in touch with the Snowy Monero Bushfire Recovery Team by calling 1300 345 345. Thank you very much for your company on today's edition of The Road to Recovery. We'll be back at the same time, same place next week. But for now, take care.